This is the Jenkins Advocacy and Outreach SIG meeting. Today is Thursday, December 12th. On the agenda, I have GSOC 2025, FOSDEM, DevOps Dozen, contributor stories, year-end recap, and a new stickers concept. Is there anything else that I should add to the agenda?
Nothing on my side, thank you.
Okay. Okay, so GSOC 2025, let me put my earbuds on. GSOC 2025. So we are in the process of recruiting mentors and co-mentors. Philip said that he was interested in becoming a co-mentor, but he was concerned about not able to attend weekly meetings and not so sure about his work capacity. So I was wondering, and I know I reached out to Bruno and Chris in that thread, whether that we can do kind of like a light version of co-mentor where, we don't have to, that they don't have to be present all the time, perhaps, but maybe, they can pop in and out every so often and, do certain things that, like reviewing the pull request and documentation and things like that. So I know, Chris, you wanted to talk. Yeah,
sorry,
Bruno?
Arisa, for interrupting. Yes, as long as we have a real lead mentor and a first full commenter, then of course we could get, how would you call them, by the way? Not shadow commenter or shy commenters, or what the correct term?
Assistant, commenter.
Assistant comment, okay.
That works.
Assistant, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that works. Yeah, it depends on the project. Depends on which project if they're interested in mentoring. Yeah.
Okay. So was there anything else that you wanted to say about it, Chris? Or
I would say it would be okay for now, but we will need some lead mentors for the projects.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely we need lead mentors. But so in Philip's situation, it's okay for him to be I guess something a little bit less than a co-mentor.
Yeah, sure.
Shadow. Yeah, like okay. Okay. And so we'll just lower the expectation, right?
Yeah.
And if
Well,
the
as long as we know ahead of time, it should be okay.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So then how I responded to that email was appropriate then.
I think so.
Just reviewing pull requests and documentation, review comments and things like that would be sufficient.
Yep, I think so.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I have a question though.
Yeah.
Is has the blog come out yet for recruiting mentors?
No, that's it. That's my bad.
Okay.
I will do that. I will do that. I promise. I will do that. Some other stuff came up. So yes, that is on my to-do list. I will get on that today. It is it's one of those things that's like, you kind of don't want to do. And you keep like
Okay.
pushing it back. That's how it is with me and pull requests. Bruno knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if ever you need some help with that, don't hesitate to ring my bell.
Yes, I know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Bruno and Kevin. And then we all know Kevin did signed up for co-mentoring for the retooling project idea. So thank you, Kevin.
Mhm.
We
You
appreciate
don't know
that.
what you got into. You have no idea. No,
Okay
thank you,
with that.
Kevin. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
of course. And Chris had a really good point that was shared with Alyssa, that was shared with me, that where my experience is predominantly in the documentation currently, it only makes sense to have me help with that project and provide guidance. And I may not know the build stuff and the back end and the construction of it all, but the documentation maintenance and stuff like that, I should be part of. And yeah, if I can help the project in any way, shape, or form, if I can help that get to the finish line, that's a huge win for the project, GSOC, the participants, me, everyone involved. So yeah, I'm really happy to be coming aboard as a co-mentor.
You'll be a major asset for this project, Chris. Thanks a lot. I've been commenter from some projects the previous year, and I didn't have any of the skills required to be a technical commenter. So I was just there like an old guy knowing some things about open source and the way to communicate and to work together. And frankly, that was helpful nonetheless. So you have a fantastic set of skills that will prove useful. Thank you for being part of that.
Of course.
Yeah, I think you well balanced out the need, right? So Chris and Bruno has the technical skills, and then you have the writing skills that seems to come so easily to you, which is a gift from my perspective. So well balanced, so much needed help. So we're happy to have you there. Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you.
All right, so FOSDEM 25 Contributor Summit planning is in progress. So we do have limited seatings because the room can only hold up 24 people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we may
And
be able
I've-
to steal some chairs and squeeze people in. I don't know how strict they are.
I'm not so sure about that. Yeah. And
Yeah,
I've heard today through the grapevine that we already had 15 people confirming that they would be there, which is amazing. So 9 seats and we're done.
yeah. Yeah, so Bruno is doing the planning for that, the agenda piece. So I've added the link to the discussion there. So we hope folks who
Thank you.
are attending will join in on the discussions and helping us to pull the agenda together. Anything else you want to add there, Bruno?
No, so the planning is still in draft mode, but lots of interesting subjects that we will see there. And if we manage to finish early, before 6 p.m., we even may gather in a restaurant and have a good meal together.
Yeah, sponsored by Cloudbees. So that's very nice.
Yeah. Thank you, Cloudbees.
Yeah. DevOps Dozen 2024 Community Award nomination. So Jenkins is a finalist. So we still have some time. If you haven't voted, please get your vote in. We would love to be able to get that banner for Jenkins this year, as we did last year. So I will be reminding folks to get their votes in. Deadline is December 31st. And then contributor stories, we are pretty much done for this year. Thank you, Kevin. 26 total stories highlighted. If you go back and look at that page, I think it's quite awesome. All the people that has put in their volunteer time and to make Jenkins what it is today. So should be proud. So our next steps for 2025 is I will be reaching out to the alumni, like the heavy contributors, the usual suspects of kind of like the people who were there before us, right? So that's the Kosuke, Andrew, Tyler Croy, Mick, Michael Neal. That's just to name a few, but these folks who helped us pave the way, open many doors for many people, and now it's kind of like in the background. But Jenkins is definitely a familiar face to them. Anything you want to add there, Kevin?
I mean, just to anyone that's watching this after the fact, thank you for the collaboration and participation in that project. It was a long time coming, and I'm really happy that we were able to highlight and appreciate so many people over the last year. Didn't think it was going to be as great as it was when I was first trying to figure out what we were going to do. So to see it come to this point and move on to like the next iteration of spotlights, it's just really cool to see it kind of reach this point. So yeah, just yeah, Yeah, and thank you, Alyssa, for all your work in like scheduling and connecting everyone together and organizing all this. Because I might have put this to page, but it's not a one-man show by any means. So thank you.
No problem. Great teamwork. And then year-end recap blog post is work in progress. I saw that our security officer is already in the doc reviewing. So we, at this point, we will need to get all officers to review their portion. We want to publish the post by that first week of January, once everybody comes back from New Year's. And thanks to CDF also for they are in the progress, in the process of helping us to create some graphics and artwork. So that's to come. So hopefully by next week, Kevin, we should be able to provide you with like the final content and such, and then you can do the magic of the pull request, which we all hate.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, and I would love to make sure that it's in pull request form before the end of or by the end of next week, because with the 2-week break, and I'll be out of
Yeah.
office starting the next week after that until the first full week of January. So my goal is to have it published that week when I'm back in office and everything, so that we can get that out nice and early and relevant this year.
Yep. Sounds like a great plan to me. Okay, so this is where I kind of want to pause and have like a casual discussion because I need help in this space. So I have reached out to Commit Strip, and you know that I've been talking for a while now that we need a new sticker. Jenkins has always been known for like, we have the best stickers all around,
Oh, yes.
right? So we need to keep up with that. I reached out to Commit Strip, and thanks to Cloudbees, they've sponsored us some budget to hire Commit Strip to work on new stickers for us, at least, you know, one concept. And let me share. Are you able to? Okay, here we go. Is this big enough for you guys to see? Do you need it bigger?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they came up with these drafts, and these are still concepts, right? And I need help. Like, what does any of these images speaks or stand out to you? And you know, what can they do? And these are just the first phase that they kind of threw at me. Like, these are the ideas. And does any of these ideas like sit well with you, or does not sit well with you? And once we choose at least 4 of these images, then I will go back to them. They go back to the drawing board and elaborate on the image. Okay, so this is just the first initial draft that we need to choose for them, you know, to kind of like hone in on the idea.
Sorry, some of them are pretty funny, at least to me.
Yeah.
But
Okay, funny in a good way or a bad way?
no, good way. Bruce Lee, for example, I
Yeah.
find it pretty funny. Yeah, and it's not funny, but I like the June one also.
I
The
like the
Terminator one's really funny.
Yeah.
Which, okay, hold on. So
So,
June, Bruno,
June is on the left, the sand colored one on the left,
this one,
with the respirator in the
other way.
nose. No,
This
no,
one.
yeah, this one.
Yeah.
And the one I was finding funny was Bruce Lee. So
Okay.
yeah, this one.
I like that one, yeah.
Okay. So I think Kevin, you had something to say?
So I was just thinking, where's the line of copyright infringement in all of this? Because
Yep.
obviously this is a
Right.
parody, and like that supersedes a lot of this stuff that we don't have to worry about it. But I like these are all. I mean, I'm very tickled by a lot of these because they're relevant or funny to me.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know how many people would resonate with like the Skyrim one or a couple of the other like video game or like more adult themed movies like Terminator and Rambo and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But but that doesn't mean they're not great. The Bruce Lee one's really funny too, and I like uh, the Shrek one's really funny, but it probably
Yeah.
is the last one we should go for.
Okay.
Okay.
But it works.
It does. It creepily works.
It were okay. So help me understand, because I don't. So for me personally, what I like is the wizard
Okay.
right here, and I like this guy right here, Charlie Chaplin. Is that right?
Yep. I
Yep.
think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're cute for me. But then if somebody was to pick up a sticker, I mean, what we want to the is that they're like, what they do is when they pick up a sticker, they say, "Oh, this is so cool. I want to have this." So would a- any of this does that for you guys?
Uh, uh, so, Bruce Lee does that for me.
I think so,
Ah.
yeah. Oh, yeah, we should have to choose that one.
Ah, okay.
And Shrek is hilarious, but I don't really see the butler in Shrek.
Yeah, except
Maybe
for
that's a concept that should need more work, but it's kind of funny. And Spider-Man, I would have loved this one, but I just don't get the butler in Spider-Man. I just don't see it.
yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But interesting concept. But
Mhm.
Oh.
Bruce Lee, it cracks me up. Frankly.
It cracks you up because of the drawing, or because is there a
No, because now I can see that somehow the butler looks like Bruce Lee. And
Yeah.
that's something that's two different universes that never collided, and now they are colliding in front of me, and I find this hilarious. But maybe it's just me.
huh?
Yeah, me
Well,
too.
no, yeah, I think Chris is agreeing.
I like it. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's got the butler's face on it still, so it still makes sense conceptually in that sense. Some of the other ones, his face is changed or gone, and it kind of looks like something else entirely. Like the bottom section of stickers, a lot of them don't look like the butler in
Right.
like they don't have the mustache, they don't have the top. Like there's no butler significance, while it is like the Jenkins face kind of, but yeah, like the Bruce Lee one definitely screams it's still the Jenkins Butler compared to some of the other ones.
I think so.
Okay. All right. Good feedback. How do you guys think about this guy?
Not sure
Yeah.
about.
Okay. I agree.
Can we scroll up a little bit?
Mhm.
So see the top
The
one.
first. Okay.
The top ones. Yeah, these ones look more like the butler. But
Okay.
I think it's like the one that stands out here is the Superman one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other ones I'm not sure the other ones.
I do like the Snow White one where he's got the bow in his hair. I didn't even
Yeah,
realize
and
that
it
at
could
first.
talk to our queer community also, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Would that be okay? Would
I don't know. I'm not
anybody
part
come
of this
offense to
community,
that?
but I don't think it would be an offense. I don't know.
Mm.
Is it risky?
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe it could be turned into like if we have maybe we can crowdsource like top 5 or 10 sticker designs that we could potentially use in the future and then have like a community vote on which ones they think are best. Like this might be something to be a little bit like we have to make a decision, of course, and decide what would be good. But if that's a question mark, it kind of like says like, oh, maybe we shouldn't use that one but that might just be me being overly cautious. Other people may not feel that way and like might find the humor in it without anything else attached to it.
So in the past, I've tried to crowdsource ideas for stickers and no ideas.
It failed.
Like
Yeah.
there was just like silence. Like we don't have a creative crowd.
But now
Um,
that you're coming with some examples, I don't know if you're authorized to display them on Community Jenkins.io or if these a secret of some sort. Because
No.
if you could display these ones,
Okay.
maybe then even if the crowd is not creative at all, they could choose between 5 of them or 10 of them.
Okay. Kevin?
And oh, sorry, go
no,
ahead,
no,
Kevin.
no, go ahead.
I just wanted to say I can't remember the name of the show, but the one on the right of Skyrim. It
Mhm.
remembers me of comics that my kids used to watch or
Yeah,
to
Avatar.
read.
Avatar. I love that show,
Okay.
actually.
So maybe this one. And on the right, does this have anything to do with Star Wars or is just Jenkins on fire? I don't know. What
I
is
think it's
written?
Game of Thrones. I think those are the swords of the throne in the back
Oh,
behind
swords.
it.
I thought these were flames, and so I was thinking of a Star Wars persona, red with
Darth Maul.
horns. Yeah, but that's not that. Okay, thank you.
Oh,
I
that's
haven't watched
Oppenheimer.
Game of Thrones.
Do
Oh,
you
they
guys
put the names next to them.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oppenheimer. So it's like one like
Yes.
Samuel. So that's Oppenheimer. I didn't recognize him
Mm.
before.
Yes.
Okay.
That's cool.
That's a physicist.
Yeah.
But nuclear bomb, not so sure.
Yeah, not yeah.
Yeah.
This timing we
These,
can get in
yeah,
trouble.
yeah.
Can be a bit touchy. I mean, I like that image, but yeah, that's a bit touchy.
I think it's more of I think it has to be a question of which ones would we be okay with using publicly on like anything that Jenkins is attached to? Because a lot of these are I appreciate a lot of these and I would use them in like Slack conversations or like Gitter or stuff like as emojis or something like that in a response to something.
Yeah.
But I don't know if like the alien one or Homelander is a questionable choice. It's again funny, relevant. I like it, but I don't know if that's like the association we want, kind of thing.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. We don't have anything from Fallout, do we?
Fallout?
I don't think so,
Fallout, that
but the
was a
butler
Netflix
looks.
series. Yeah.
It's a lot of things. It's but the butler kind of looks like the little. They have a little character that
Oh,
they
yeah.
use for their stuff,
Yeah.
and the butler kind of looks like the character they
Yeah.
use.
I would love to see that.
Especially the bottom collection of images, Alyssa, like the especially without like the mustache and the face, like that the weird little like smile thing, like to the guy with the finger guns, that looks a lot like their little like guy that they use in their imagery.
Mm.
Yep, totally. You're right.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So it sounds to me from this our small group here. So we like Bruce Lee.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. I see okay. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Kevin.
Yeah, that's their little character that they use on all